a hull breach near the transporter room. Oh, good. You're on the right side of the safety field. Whew.
I think they were going to engineering, but hurry. There's a lot of them.
Security to engineering. We are under attack.
We're reading Klingon boarding parties on multiple decks, XO. Our security teams are spread thin. I need you to get to engineering and keep it secure. It's bound to be a priority target for the enemy.
Lead the way, XO. We've
Press
got
the
your
right
back.
stick to crouch. Crouching gives a defensive bonus against ranged attacks, but increases damage from melee attacks.
Move!
Enemy targets on center.
Oh, am I glad to see you. You have no idea how happy I am to see you. They were looking for something in here. Can't imagine what, though. I mean, they have warp and impulse tech. What else would be in engineering? Especially since the ship's a complete mess, thanks to them. Is there a part they didn't shoot? Sorry, I could really use your help, since you're here. As I was saying, the ship's taken a lot of damage. I'll do what I can to get the essentials online, but I could use some help. See anything you could do in here? Okay, our sensor systems took a beating in the fight. Targeting navigational, environmental, it's not good. I need you to get them back online. You can initialize the navigational sensor array from the center console here. Do the same thing for the other sensors at the 2 consoles by the wall across from me. Sound good?
Sometimes missions specialized to your career class are available.
Okay, warp core stable. Life support is optimal. Yes. Safety fields engaged. Ship-wide comms online.
Glad you're still with us. We could use a hand up here. We've taken casualties, and the Klingons could send more boarding parties at any time. Do what you need to do down there, and report to the bridge.
Head back to the bridge. We'll cover this deck.
Prepare for...
Who is in command here? Speak now!
I'm Captain Schaefer, and you are?
I am Ja'ula of House Wokai. Surrender now, Captain, while you're still able.
Request denied. Get off my ship! Get off my ship!
If you insist, Captain. Joju!
Secure the bridge! The Klingons are gone. So is the captain. I'll try to find the Klingon ship.
I'll be okay. Thanks to you. I owe you one.
Thought I was done for. Thanks.
Oh, that was intense. Klingons. We just fought Klingons.
Your medical assistance was adequate and necessary. I thank you.
What happened here?
Incoming transmission from the Klingons.
Do I have your attention, Starfleet?
Captain, are you all right?
Silence! Surrender your ship and all classified data within it to me. Immediately! Schaefer, order your crew to do as I say.
XO, follow my orders to the letter. Fire on my position.
Spoken like a Klingon, Captain. Now die like one.
What do we do now?
Met la bête! Look!
Maintenant, autogène!
Mec! So we titu! Et titu! Met la bête!
We're still here. Most of us, anyway. The captain. Look, the captain knew what was at stake. He gave the order, and you followed it. If you hadn't, we'd probably all be dead now. So, you're the captain now. We're with you. Let's make his sacrifice count.
To sit, press the X button while targeting the chair you wish to sit in. research officers add abilities to your ship in space and accompany you on away missions on the ground.
All decks have reported in. We took some casualties and sick bay is full. All systems have taken damage, but some were hit worse than others. Life support is stable. Past that, it's not exactly optimal.
Working on it, but something's jamming our long-range comms on all frequencies.
Still running under cloak. We knocked him around pretty good before they slinked off with their tail between their legs. That said, we're in rough shape ourselves.
Damage control teams are assigned. We've put out all the fires and started patching the hull breaches, but it's gonna take a while. We'll get the critical systems back online as soon as we're able, Captain.
Still reading their distress signal. I can break through the jamming at short range. Shall I hail them? Opening hailing frequencies now, Captain.
Greetings, Captain. Thank you for coming to my aid. I must apologize. I sent the distress signal under duress. I'm sure you'll do the same with a Klingon disruptor pointed at your head. Quite so, Captain. Our Klingon friends took pains to make my plight look convincing, to the point of damaging my warp drive beyond function. At the risk of wearing out my welcome, would you be so kind and assist me? I'd rather not be around if the Klingons come back.
Press up to increase your ship speed. Press down to decrease your ship speed. Use the left stick to pitch downward or upward, as well as to turn left or right.
Scanning in progress. Coming to a full stop, Captain. Apologies. I'll wait for your command from now on.
Scanning in progress. They need 3 or 4 warp induction coils tops. We can spare a few.
Position yourself near the ships and press X to interact with them.
Thanks. Oh, and good luck with the Klingons, my young friend. You'll need it.
Can't say I blame them. I wouldn't want to fight Klingons in a tub like that either. Speaking of Klingons...
We have a problem. Most of our plasma injectors are a wreck. See, plasma injectors are made to take a beating, but this damage goes way beyond what would happen in a fight. Pretty sure the Klingons sabotaged them when they boarded us. They wanted to strand us here. Tamav is installing our spare injectors, but we're 3 short. Without those, we can't go to warp.
We're not the first ship the Klingons have hit here, Captain. There's wreckage throughout the system. I recommend scanning the derelicts nearby. We may be able to find and recover intact plasma injectors from the wreckage.
Scanning in progress.
I'm picking up a few compatible parts in the wreckage. Blast off the outer casings on those units and we can get what we need.
Press the R2 button to fire energy weapons. Warning, ship is under attack.
Little Starfleet, call weak, seeking full scraps.
Ugh, she is getting on my last nerve. Okay, these injectors are a little beat up, but I can work with them. Some of these are real top-shelf tech. Type J's with a 2-liter flow, modulating reserves, and those sweet new Commodores. Gonna need a little time to get these installed. I'd rather not breach the core after we go to warp because of a full system meltdown. And that can happen with dicey injectors. Right. I'm on it, Captain.
While engineering deals with the warp core, we're stuck here. We need critical systems back online ASAP. It's a sure bet the Klingons are making repairs. And they aren't as safety concerned as we are. They might be back and shooting faster than we'd like. We're on it, Captain. I located several Klingon military satellites nearby. Ian thinks we'll be able to reach Starfleet if we destroy the satellites, and I agree. Besides, we could use a little more target practice.
You must be within 10 kilometers of an enemy to attack it. Use your phaser banks to weaken shielded targets. Warning, use your torpedoes on an target when their shield is down.
Stop! You are persistent, little cold poo. Die well.
Long-range comms are back, Captain. Shall I send the distress signal?
That Klingon ship took some real damage during the fight. I bet she's leaking plasma all over the place. We might be able to use that to find them. No argument here. I'd rather not get blown up by Klingons on a cadet cruise. Or, ever, really. Scanning now. Oh, yes! I found it! Sending you the data now. We can trace their plasma signature right back to the source. It'll show up on the map. It's pretty far from us. We should travel at full impulse to reach it. This will temporarily take power from the other systems, but vastly improve our speed. Once we drop out of full impulse, the power will return to other systems.
Baka! Your death will be swift, poo poo.
Hold the up button to activate and deactivate full impulse. High-yield torpedo will increase
Klingon
the power of your
decloaking,
next
Captain.
torpedo attack. Warning, ship is under attack.
Captain, while we have the opportunity, it might not be a bad idea to review some of the basic Starship combat files. Wouldn't hurt to be ready when the next group of enemies attack us out here.
It would be wise not to follow me. Cowardly, but wise.
Click on a shield that is low on power to direct power to it. This will divert power from your other shields.
Tamav and I need time to get the plasma injectors installed. Please don't break anything else.
Ship is under attack. Target shields have failed.
Incoming transmission, Captain. It's a Starfleet vessel, the Sabrova.
This is Captain Thykir Shran. We've received your signal. What happened here? I see. Ever since they acquired their cloaking device, they've been getting bold, even for Klingons. You're lucky to be alive, Cadet. Which reminds me, you're on Captain Schaefer's ship. Where is he? And did you follow his orders? I see. Unfortunate. I served with Anton on the Endeavor. He was a fine officer. We could use more like him. I take it you're the acting captain then? Very well. Schaefer didn't place trust in his officers lightly. If he chose you to be his XO, he knew you could get the job done. I'll expect the same. Our first order of business is getting your ship and crew to safety. We'll escort you to make sure you get back in one piece. I'm sure they are. And if they're foolish enough to come back looking for a fight, they'll get one. In the meantime, set a course for our position. Zabrova, out.
So, the wolf now fights with its cubs, eh? No matter.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target shields have failed.
Stay focused. Hit them where they're weak, and hit them hard. Okay, it's the Klingon box. Suck, suck.
We were on our way to check in on another Starfleet vessel when we received your distress signal. That vessel is still not responding to hails. Considering what happened to you, I'm beginning to fear the worst. I'm going to investigate, and I want you to join me. If the Klingons are up to no good in that system, I'll need backup. I know it's asking a lot, but we're at war. Consider this a field promotion, Cadet. You have your orders.
This feels wrong, doesn't it? I mean, the captain just got killed by a House Mokai matriarch over something she thought we had on board. Shouldn't we be chasing her instead? You're right. You're right. For all we know, this Ja'ula could be behind what happened to that other ship. We should help them. I'll get back down to engineering, Captain. We are ready to go to warp when you are. This feels wrong. You're right. You're right.
We've arrived, Captain. I'm reading the Ticonderoga dead ahead. Our orders are to make contact with them and find out why they haven't responded to our hails.
On it. Compensating for local interference now. Hailing frequencies open, Captain.
Can't say I was expecting either of you out here. Care to fill me in? That's the start of an answer. Captain Schron, perhaps you'd care to fill in the details?
The cadets were ambushed by Klingons. Captain Schaefer was killed in the attack, and the ship is under the command of this cadet. Sabrova was escorting them back to Seoul. When we couldn't contact you, I decided to alter course and investigate. Now then, what's the situation here, Captain Durant?
Starfleet has received reports of Klingon activity in the region. We've been ordered to check things out here. They might be hiding in the cluster and using this as a staging ground. As you can see, the area plays havoc with our systems. We've already launched 9 probes. Now that they're active, we can do an in-depth scan of the area. We could use your help. If all 3 ships collect data, we should be able to complete this quickly and deal with any Klingons we might come across. Any questions? I can see why Schaefer picked you to be his XO. Don't let that confidence get the better of you. If you need help, ask for it. Starfleet needs each and every one of you.
This may be the worst simple trip to Vulcan ever.
Bet you wish you were back at the academy, huh, Tilly?
You can set your ship's power levels to have a focus on attack, defense, speed, or balance. Scanning in progress.
Picking up large pockets of radiation, but there's something off in the readings.
Durant here. Are you seeing the same ETA radiation levels that we are? I'm not sure that a normal scan will be enough. We might need to do a full multiphasic reading. My science officer suggested the same thing, but it seems you're already aware of it. Nicely done. We'll perform a tachyon pulse wave and see if that solves the issue. Report your findings once your final scan is complete.
The deflector is realigned to emit a reverse tachyon pulse wave, Captain.
Reading an impulse spike. Captain, it's the Klingons!
Warning, ship is under attack.
Did we just fight the Klingons again? Ooh, that was lucky. Half the systems down here are bypassed like a Christmas tree, Captain. We can't take much more combat. I mean, I'm good, but I'm not a miracle worker.
Ticonderoga is under attack. Use full impulse to reach her quickly. Multiple Klingon warp signatures inbound.
Taking heavy fire here. Request immediate assistance.
Training. You are Starfleet officers. You're prepared?
Multiple Klingon ships decloaking. Of them. More of them inbound, Captain. Like our odds here.
They're leaving. Most likely for a more valuable target. Concentrate fire on the remaining vessels. Typical Klingon enemies. All ships. Fire at will.
Shields have failed.
Nice shot, cadets.
I think I know what the Klingons are up to here. They're using this system as a staging area. Something big is about to go down. We're picking up a large number of inbound warp signatures. Their most likely target is the Corvan system. There's a dilithium mine there, one we can't afford to lose to the Klingons. I want you to go to the Corvan system and warn them about the Klingons. The Sabroba is better equipped to hold off further Klingon attacks and assist the Ticonderoga here. We'll do what we can to delay them, but it'll be up to you to warn the people of Corvan.
We have to make our way to Corvan as soon as we can, Captain. I just hope we're not too late to warn them. Are you ready to go?
Red alert! All hands, battle stations! need to warn the Corvan colony about the Klingons. We'll do what we can to hold off the Klingons here and repair the Ticonderoga. Good luck.
You are now in sector space. Here ships travel at warp speed between systems. Combat does not take place in sector space.
We're giving her all she's got, Captain. I hope we get there in time.
Looks like we got here before the Klingons, Captain. We should make the most of this advantage. What are your orders?
I've managed to establish comms with the colony. It's not a great signal, but it's the best we're gonna get. Putting him through now.
Hello, Captain. What can I do for you? Run that by me again. Your signal's breaking up. Did you say Klingons? What about them?
We just lost contact with Corvan 2, Captain. Something's blocking all subspace signals in this area. There's a comm satellite nearby. It should boost our signals so we can warn the ships and the colony.
The SAT uses our security protocols. We should be able to access it.
Hails are still blocked. The Klingons may be attempting to isolate the planet before they land. Orders, Captain?
Not from orbit, Captain. The Klingons are disrupting transporter operations at the local level. Colonial evacuation on a mass scale could be problematic. We may have to try to hold the Klingons here until Starfleet reinforcements arrive.
Klingon forces inbound on an attack vector, Captain!
Warning, ship is under attack.
Those civilians won't last long against Klingons. We need to help.
Target shields have failed.
short-range comms again. Long-range signals are still blocked. I've updated the colony. However, the Klingons have started to send down attack squads. What are your orders?
Captain, the civilians are trying to fight the Klingon landing craft.
I think I can break through the Klingon jamming and hail the civilians.
Civilian vessels, disengage immediately. I repeat, disengage. Roger that, Starfleet. All ships, fall back.
All civilian shifting safely warped out of the system, Captain.
For long. I'm reading more enemy ships on long-range sensors as well. It won't be long before the colony is overrun. I recommend we beam down to help the miners while we can. This isn't good. According to our readings, over half the colony has been overrun by the Klingons. At the rate they're moving, this area will fall in less than an hour. Right. Lead the way, Captain. I've got your back.
Leave the gate closed! We have to get out of here!
And leave the others to die? We have to help them! Thank goodness.
Thanks. We didn't think anyone got our distress signal. Glad that's not true. We were about to surrender. We didn't have any weapons. We do have some spare armor suits for you and your officers, though. They're in the crates next to the gate. This code will open the gate. Chief Smythe and some of the others are still in there. I know it's asking a lot, but if you can, please, save them. Here are the codes to the gate. You have to save the Chief and the others.
Hey, be careful. There's a lot of Klingons down there.
Your Starfleet can't help you now.
Please, stop! Help!
Thank you.
We're safe!
It's just us up here, Captain. No sign of Saprova or Ticonderoga.
Stay back! I'm warning you! Hang on. You're Starfleet.
You were the one who contacted us, yeah? I'm glad you're here. As I'm sure you can guess, we're all a little on edge. If it wasn't for Fletcher visiting family here, I'd have eaten a disruptor blast by now. Not to be critical, but where are the rest of you? Oh, that's not good. We're in big trouble. These Klingons mean business. They've locked us out of the mine, probably down there robbing us blind while we speak. No way we can beam anyone down to stop them. And they've probably killed all our security there by now. Glad to hear it. We're definitely going to need that help. There's some gear in those crates. Use it.
I know you want to shut down that security field on the mine, but I have an idea. Hear me out, okay? Okay, I think we can hook up the field emitter to the power core and modify it to broadcast a field over the entire facility. It's a short-term solution, but it could be what we need to keep the Klingons from getting any more of their troops down there. I know, right? Well, first things first. I'm reading a device at the base of the mine entrance. If you can set up a jumper between it and the main command console, you'll be able to reroute the field's power flow. That'll open up the mine for you and set up things for my plan. All right, we're in business. Almost. I'm gonna need someone to be my hands down there.
Hey, nice work. Perfect timing, too. I can hear the Klingons coming. We're about to have some really unpleasant company. Lend me your communicator. If your engineer can walk me through it, I'll get the job done. Just keep them off me, okay?
Right. Here they come. Let them have it!
Enemy targets on sensors. I need you to pull the actuator, invert it, and jam it back in. Trust me.
Medic!
Oh, and don't electrocute yourself. Please.
Okay, is that all you've got? Okay, Chief, anytime now.
Look, I'm doing this as fast as I can. I'm a miner, not an engineer. Almost there. Okay, got it.
Good job, Chief. The field looks stable.
The system is still clear, Captain, but those Klingon ships are getting closer. The faster you can finish up down there, the better. Least I could do. Thank you for putting your lives on the line here. We won't forget it. You didn't have to come help us, at least all by yourselves. But we're really happy you did.
You got it. There's no way I'm sitting around and letting the Klingons take this place without a fight. Oh, and sorry about that whole phaser in the face thing earlier. Won't happen again. Klingons worry about me, not the other way around. Let's go. You Klingons aren't so tough when your targets shoot back, huh? Locked. I suppose we'll just have to knock.
What? The bombing has stopped. Something's wrong. Secure the dilithium and prepare it for immediate transport. Now!
Not so fast, Klingon. You're done here.
Enemy targets on sensor.
Go back to Kronos while you still can.
Flanking damage detected.
problem. It might be pulling more power than it should. Give me a sec, I need to run some numbers. Hold on. Okay. I pulled the specs on that unit. It's an older model, but it gets the job done. It uses 2 oscillating beams instead of a fixed pulse. Uh-oh. Well, I'm seeing 3 possible outcomes to this rig overloading. Assuming the rig can handle the increased output, the beams will just keep on oscillating until they hit the planetary core. Then, boom. So, outcome 2. The rig does not handle the power spike and automatically vents the excess energy, violently. The blast hits the field we just put up, partially reflects, and hits the colony. Boom. Outcome 3. You managed to trigger an emergency shutdown before the rig goes nuclear. Still a bad thing, nuclear. Not as bad as, say, a warp core breach, but still bad, so we should definitely try to avoid that. Okay, I found the emergency shutdown mechanism, and good news, it's really easy to operate. It's just a pair of simple switches on 2 separate consoles that have to be activated at the same time. I don't know, I guess it was built that way so a single disgruntled miner couldn't shut down the whole operation. Miners get disgruntled, you know? You can do this. Ask around, see if there are any locals. They might be able to assist. Wow, that was really close. Good job, Captain. The security field is still standing, the mine's secure, and you didn't blow up. And that's good. But the Klingons are still on their way. We could use your help up here when you're ready to beam up.
Captain, the colony's security field is holding strong. There's still a lot of Klingon ships heading our way, though. We need to leave, and soon. But there's a problem. Civilian ships travel through here frequently. We need to warn them about the Klingons, or they could warp into the middle of a war zone.
Absolutely. We could even remotely program the signal on a satellite as we leave the system, which we should soon. The message won't get very far, but anyone who enters the system will get the signal and be able to turn around before it's too late. Getting a real chaos feeling down here, Captain. Just being honest.
Today, you will die as warriors, Starfleet.
Target shields have failed.
Sorry we're late. Yeah?
without us? Disappointed.
As they say on Earth, cavalry has arrived. All ships, open fire! Stood our ground at the Araucanus Arm until the situation became untenable. After we disengaged, we were able to reach Starfleet and call for backup. Others will be arriving as soon as they can. We can't afford to lose this system to the Klingons. Don't mention it. You do the same were our situation's reversed. I believe Captain Schaefer would be proud of you and your crew, Captain. Your efforts to defend the Federation are commendable. My report will indicate this. Apart from your valor in combat, I'm particularly impressed by your work with the local satellites. Turning them into distant warning beacons was quite clever. Those signals will save a lot of lives. Indeed. I'm sure Starfleet Command has detailed plans for defending Corvan. For now, however, your work here is done. You're to report to the Sol system with the civilians you've rescued. Once you arrive, report to Admiral Kensington for debriefing. Fletcher would make a fine addition to your senior staff. I'll make a note of it in my report to Starfleet Command. You've done well under extraordinary circumstances. Anton's ship is in good hands. Keep up the good work. Shran out.
Congratulations. We've done all we can, Captain. Let's get to safety while we still can. We've done all we can, Captain. Let's get to safety while we still can.
After everything we went through out there, going back to Professor Shermer's advanced physics class doesn't seem as scary now. I mean, what's string theory compared to dodging Klingon disruptor blasts or trying to keep a warp core stable? Speaking of scary, think Admiral Kensington's gonna go easy on you? The ship did kind of get beat up. A little. Okay, a lot. The Admiral's office is this way.
Thanks for coming. You've been through a lot. Starfleet Command appreciates your efforts, especially at the Corvan system. I do as well. I've read the official reports, but I'd like to hear your take on it all, in your own words. This Ju'ula has become quite a thorn in our side. You're fortunate. Very few have survived combat with her. Our agents are on the hunt for Ju'ula as we speak. Bringing in the sister of T'Kuthma will be quite a blow to Klingon morale. Rest assured, you're not the only one who wants her to pay for her crimes. Neither do I, unfortunately. Well then, based on what I'm seeing here, you're exactly the kind of officer Starfleet needs now. I know your ship might not be the Enterprise, but you've proven yourself capable of sitting in her center chair. The job's yours if you want it. Yes, under normal circumstances, it would take years of work to get your own command. But these aren't normal circumstances. The war isn't going well for us. We don't have the luxury of waiting years before putting good officers on the line. We need them out there right now. We need you. Yes, Corvin would have been a disaster if it weren't for you and your crew. Starfleet wants to recognize that. Therefore, as of now, I'm making your promotion and command official. I see the same things in you that Schaefer did. Honor his name and make us all proud. I wouldn't recommend it. I have it on good authority. I'm quite a terror when crossed. On to more mundane duties, You'll need to check in with the tailor and update your uniform in a manner appropriate to your new rank. After that, acquire a shuttle for your ship. When you're finished, return to me for new orders.
Well, you don't look unhappy. And that's good, right?
Your mini-map shows you where your objectives are. An arrow will appear on the mini-map if you are far away from your objective.
The various shops are in the main campus building. The various shops are in the main campus building. The various shops are in the main campus building. various shops are in the main campus building. The various shops are in the main campus building. This way. This way. The shipyard officer is this way.
Congratulations on your promotion. I will let you know when I have a new task for you.
I have a mission for you.
We have a situation at the Delta Volanus cluster. One of our research stations there managed to get a partial distress signal off before it was jammed at the source. I need you to get out there and get eyes on the situation. The Klingons are getting bolder since they acquired cloaking technology, but an attack that far into Federation space is bold, even for them. Find out what's going on and render any assistance they might need at the station, if it still exists.
I have a mission for you.
You survived! Then again, you survived fighting House Smoke-Eye. Admiral Kensington must have been a walk in the park for you. I guess this is goodbye. At least for now. You've got a ship and a crew to take care of, and I still have to graduate. Hey, do you think they'll use your ship for the cadet cruise next year? If they do, put in a good word for me. Ah, great. Hey, I liked being your chief engineer out there. It would be an honor to do that again, Captain. Oh man, this is hard. Stay safe, okay? This war won't last forever. And I hope we're both doing what Starfleet does best soon. Exploring the galaxy, strange new worlds, all that.